हेलो साथियों, कॉस्मोस स्टडी सर्कल पर आपका स्वागत है। ये वीडियो उन विद्यार्थियों के लिए जो 2023 में नीट की परीक्षा देना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए डॉक्टर कुमार पुष्कर द्वारा बायो के एक टॉपिक जो मेल और फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम पर आधारित है, उसके कुछ मुख्य अंश जो प्रमुख बिंदु हैं आपके लिए प्रस्तुत हैं। अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगती है तो आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, जिससे आपको वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन मिलती रहे। आने वाले समय में आपको इस तरह के वीडियो डायग्राम सहित मिलेंगे और आपको अपनी पढ़ाई या करियर से संबंधित कोई भी समस्या हो तो आप कमेंट में बता सकते हैं, हम आपकी पूरी मदद करेंगे।
Hello students, how are you? Today we will discuss the matter about human male and female reproductive system in very brief, because we have to save the time and get the more material in a stipulated time. So let us have a look. And one more thing, the students who are preparing for the next NEET medical entrance test, this is the very important chapter. The name of the chapter is Human Male and Female Reproductive System. The male reproductive system, first of all, have a look at this. Main points are the reproductive system of the male does two things. First, it produces sperm and delivers them to the female to fertilize an egg. Second, it produces hormones. These hormones determine the secondary sex characteristics of the male body, help determine the functional organization of the brain, and initiate the sperm formation. The human male reproductive system includes testes, epididymis, vasa differentia, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, urethra, subbulbourethral glands, and penis. Let us have a look step by step. First is the testes. In the embryo, the testes develop along the posterior wall of the abdomen. Shortly before birth, they descend into a fleshy sac, a scrotum, which hangs away from the body wall between the thighs. The penis and the scrotum together constitute the male external genitalia. If the testes do not descend, sterility occurs because normal sperm production is inhibited by internal body temperature. Hence, a cooler temperature is required. Temperature in the scrotum is about 2 to 3 centigrade cooler than in the abdomen. In the wall of the scrotum, there is a layer of a smooth muscle, and that muscle is known as Dartosh muscles, which respond to changing temperature. In the cold, this muscle contracts and the testes are drawn closer to the abdomen. Warmth, while heat, cause the muscles to relax and the testes descend further for cooling. Yes, it means internally the testes are subdivided roughly into many compartments, each of which contains tightly coiled tubules, the semiferous tubules where sperms are produced. Along the outer wall of these tubules are specialized cells called spermatogonia. Surrounding the spermatogonia and the developing sperms are large cells called Sertoli cells. These cells provide protection, support, and nourishment to the developing sperm. Sertoli cells provide a barrier that protects a sperm from an attack by a body's immune system. After puberty, millions of sperms mature each day. A male continues to make a sperm from puberty until death, though the number of living sperms are reduced with age. Each ejaculation releases a volume of fluid containing up to 300 million sperms. If a male releasing fewer than 60 million sperms is usually considered infertile, it means they cannot fertilize the ovum for the future offspring. Next point is transporting a sperm. I mean how the sperms are transported. You must learn it, very important chapter. let us have a look. Transporting a sperm. Maturing sperm are washed down in seminiferous tubules by secretions from Sertoli cells and begin a long journey that may end in fertilization. From the tubules, the sperm enter the epididymis, then the vas deferens, and eventually the urethra. Along the way, three accessory glands, the seminal vesicle, the prostate, and the bulbourethral glands, contributes secretions together with the sperm. These secretions form semen. Thus, semen is a thick whitish fluid that contains fluid from the accessory glands. In each testis, the epididymis, a long coiled tube where the sperm can store while they mature. The wall, the epididymis, contains a smooth muscle which can contract in a rhythmic fashion to propel the sperm into the vas deferens during ejaculation. You must have this table in your mind for just remembering in very short time. The table follows the development of the male gamete by spermatogenesis. The table formation must be divided into two options. First, in the left side, developmental stage, and their description in the right side. Number 1 point is a spermatogonium. It means a diploid cell which divides by mitosis to produce primary spermatocytes. Number 2, primary spermatocyte. It is defined as a diploid cell which undergoes meiosis first to produce secondary spermatocytes. The meiosis first is known as the reduction division. Secondary spermatocyte. A haploid cell which undergoes meiosis 2 to produce spermatids, and meiosis 2 is also known as the equational division. A spermatid, a haploid cell which develops into a sperm without further cell division. And lastly, the sperm. The mature male gametes released at ejaculation. The table is over. You must remember this, okay? Let us have a look at hormone regulation in males. What role played by the hormones in regulation of male, that is the production of sperms for the better fertilizations? Have a look. We will discuss this topic into various points. Point number 1. The hypothalamus has ultimate control of the testis sexual function because it secretes a hormone called gonadotropic releasing hormone that stimulates the anterior pituitary to produce the gonadotropic hormones. Number 2, there are two gonadotropic hormones. Number 1, follicle stimulating hormone, also known as FSH in very short, and luteinizing hormone, that is LH, in both males and females. In males, FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormone, promotes spermatogenesis in the seminiferous tubules, which also release the hormone inhibin. Inhibin acts to inhibit luteinizing hormone secretion by the anterior pituitary gland. Number 3, luteinizing hormone in male is sometimes given in the name interstitial cell stimulating hormone, that is ICSH, because it controls the production of testosterone by the interstitial cells as scattered in the spaces between the seminiferous tubules. Next point, all these hormones are involved in a negative phase feedback relationship and maintains the constant production of sperm and testosterone. Next point, testosterone is the main sex hormone in males. It is essential for the normal development and functioning of the male reproductive organs. Testosterone is also necessary for the maturation of a sperm. Testosterone brings about and maintains the male secondary sexual characters that develop at the time of puberty. It is responsible for the greater muscle strength of males, and this is the reason some athletes take supplemental amounts of anabolic steroids which are either testosterone or related.
अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लेना, साथ ही बेल आइकन पर प्रेस कर लेना, जिससे आने वाली वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिलती रहे। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो।